Thank you for browsing page 121. Today we're going to go to Independence Games. We're going to take a look at Brightwater class personal yacht for the Clement sector and Earth sector. This book was provided to me by Independence Games. I want to say thank you guys. I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to take a look at it. It's written by Michael Johnson, who writes a fine book. Our artists are Ian Stead and Michael Johnson. And this was just out. It's only a year or so old. It's available through their website or through DriveThru RPG. If you just want that, it's print on demand also through DriveThru. I think you can get the hardcover in theirs too, their hard copy. Beautiful artwork right there. A nice table of contents talking about the Brightwater class personal yacht. I like this guy. Real quick, I have never given out a yacht as a ship for players. I've used plenty of them as story hooks or something in my story, but I don't ever remember having players actually riding around on a yacht. But they can be used in a couple of different ways. You can have a crew that's gotten a lot of cash and they've bought a personal yacht, or you can have them crew the yacht, maybe on a short-term basis, just to get from point A to point B. They're going to go ahead and they're going to crew the yacht. This particular yacht is 100-ton displacement and can do 2 parsecs on its Zim drive. It is a crew of 6, the captain, pilot, astrogator, engineer, gunner, and steward. And I was delighted to see gunner with with point defense. I would not get onto a yacht that didn't have at least some way to defend itself. And it's a small, extremely well-appointed yacht with, as this little vignette says, that pay to remove plush pile carpets that cost more per square meter than my monthly pay. That's pretty neat. Background and development. Unhappy with the limited yacht options of mostly larger designs, Indian robotics billionaire Arjun Giridhar decided to commission a new, smaller yacht design, more in keeping with his preferences. Essentially, design requirements were that the ship had to be the smallest hull possible for Zim-capable ship, which is 100-ton displacement, have moderate normal space acceleration, and provide very high-class accommodations for up to 4 passengers. 2 years later, after considerable negotiations, Paragon Industries shipyards orbiting Sariska, Earth Sector Mazu 0802, were chosen to design and construct the yacht. They delivered the design to him in 23-25, and then Paragon wanted to purchase the yacht design from him, but he said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll take 0.3% of every sale, and that'll be my payment. So I thought that was kind of nice background, kind of savvy of him. This was happening in Earth sector, and just prior to the conduit collapse, some of the plans had gone over to Clement sector, and some of the ships themselves had gone to Clement sector, and then the conduit collapse happened, so nobody really knows how many of these are wandering around Clement sector, and the rest of this book concentrates really on their involvement in Earth sector, which I'm fine with too. It's a sleek, streamlined, efficient design. Many reviews stated that it looked fast, could be appointed like a royal's palace, and was a beyond decadent purchase for those who could actually afford to own it. Again, great story hooks in here. If you're even some of the elite, maybe you've gotten to rub elbows with some of the nobles in your 2-6 game. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to be aboard one of these. And it talks about where it is in Clement sector, as I just went over, and then the specification. The specifications, it started with 1-ton displacement, or 1 ton of freight space. They've improved that with an improved Zim drive. They've improved that to 5 tons. You can put a small ship's craft in there or whatever you want. The internal arrangement. This is a nice top-down deck plan. I'm going to look at a different one. Here's another. This is the aft area. This area up here, and I'll show it better on the complete one. This area is the crew accommodations and area, and this would be the passenger area, the luxury areas, and then the lower class deck, or lower cargo deck rather. And then we get the 1 parsec yacht. He allowed 2 parsec transits to his home system, so it has 2 parsecs for this particular one. It was customized to get that, which is really nice. Again, we had a nice, better look at the luxury accommodations and the little air raft that's sitting there. The ship's locker. I love a ship's locker. It's neat to see a ship's locker aboard a luxury yacht. There would be items in the ship's locker. There'd be survival kits. There'd be vac suits. There'd be the vac balls for evacuation, things like that. And then we get some beautiful looks at the ship. Always love that in these books. Just gorgeous. And then we get the actual layout itself. So we've got the hull and armor, the engineering, the command, the armament and defenses. It's got one hard point for a dual laser beam, dual turret beam laser, and point defense has one point defense laser. I like that. I like the idea of being out there in a hull that can be easily defeated, but at least this way you've got some armament and maybe that pirate's just not going to try to come in on you. And then we take a look. This is the deck plan I like because it shows the personnel area all in one. So you've got your crew up here, and then past this door is where your passengers are in their common areas, their luxury suites, etc. I just think that's really nice. Now we got the rest of the specs. It's only got 2 hull points. On 4 points of armor. So yeah, not a real sturdy vessel. You're not going to want to take this thing into combat, but I like that it's got some armament to defend itself. And there we get another look at the main deck. And then we're out. This is one of the shorter ones. It's only 21 total pages. And here's the back of the book. But it's a really nice yacht if you're looking for something like that. Either your players are super rich somehow and they can afford it, or more likely they end up crewing or traveling on one. It can be a great story hook. This could be a yacht that you end up rescuing from pirates, running the pirates off and saving the occupants of the yacht, and maybe they're grateful and you either end up crewing the yacht or they take you from point A to point B at some point. Favor you can call in down the line. Anything like that are really good adventure hooks for this kind of thing. And that's absolutely what I love about Independence games. I read this stuff and I get a ton of ideas, and I just wish that I could play 2-6 space games 24/7 because I absolutely love some of the ideas, and the ideas I have, I'll never ever be able to play them all in my lifetime, but it's good to have. That's a good problem to have. So there you have it, the Brightwater class personal yacht for Clement Sector and Earth Sector, brought to us by Independence Games. Again, I want to thank Independence Games for sending the book my way. I really enjoyed it. I love reading these, and I'm glad it's in my library, and I recommend it highly. I'll put the links below. Please leave any comments or anything that you have. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and take a look at the other Clement Sector products when you're on the website. So that's it. That's all I've got to say today on page 121. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time.